Listen, I got back from a Tenacious D concert like 15 seconds ago, so if I get a couple minutes into this video and I start to kind of ramble a bit, and then I lose track and I gaze off into the distance, and then I just start embracing the metal, that is what happened. It's not my fault. It's Tenacious. It's Jack Black. When you feel it, you feel it. There's nothing you can do about it. That said, we got some really cool goodies that came in recently from the wonderful wide world of MetaZoo. The rest of the WPT poker set Kickstarter has come in. I have poker chips, I have playing card decks, and I have a fairly cool uncut sheet from MetaZoo. This is the WPT promo sheet. So it's all sparkly and shiny. There's Mothmens and Wendigos and Bigfoots and all kinds of tasty things on this sheet. We're going to take a look at all three things and compare them to some standard poker cards and poker chips, and we'll see what we think. Let's go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Argos Anonymous. I'm Argos. If you have found us from somewhere out there in the interweb and you don't yet know who we are, consider joining us. Subscribe. Why not? We are everything MetaZoo. Up-to-date accurate news and information, product reviews, swashbuckling, live openings, live streams, ridiculous shenanigans, giveaways. If that sounds like something you would like, subscribe. And that's what you'll get. So we already looked at the WPT promo card set. We opened up a box and pulled out those tasty, sparkly MetaZoo promos. And if you want to check that video out, if you haven't already seen it, I'll put a link in the description to that. So this is beyond just the actual TCG playing cards, although this is the promo sheet associated with those playing cards, right? We have the non-TCG playing cards, aka the poker cards. And what they did for this is they made Wilderness and Kryptonation and Nightfall themed actual playing cards, like aces and kings and queens, stuff like that. And then with those, you had the option to buy, and I believe a few hundred people bought these things. You had the option to buy a case of poker chips. And so what I wanted to know was, I got them anyway regardless, but I was really curious to see what's the quality, because I'm kind of like a poker player type dude. I like that. And when I play poker, it really matters that you have like clay chips with a very satisfying clink. You know, when you have like enough weight to it, you can sit there as your stack grows and grows and grows, hopefully best case scenario, and you can kind of go like, you can do that, right? You can blissfully clink your chips together, and I wanted to be able to do that with my MetaZoo chips. And so we're going to compare it to normal chips and just have some fun and see if we get a tasty little clink, and look at the artwork and see if it was worth the $200 for the box of chips. Let's go. Okay, so first things first, I want to highlight what some people have been saying. Is that so? The boxes of the MetaZoo chips did not come shrink wrapped. So when I got this box in the mail, the chips were all over the place, and it did take a very enduring, approximately 90 seconds of cleanup. Yeah, it was a big chunk of my day to organize them. So this isn't all the chips, this is most of them. And then I pulled out one of each. I set them aside, which I'll show to you shortly. So these are the chips. The case is not metal. It is like a designed, just like a cardboard case, basically. So you have the different cryptos in there. You have, let's see, Mr. Frogman, you have a Mothman, you have an Iowa Dragon, you got Stinkhole Sam, Okanto Dragon, Piazza Bird, there's Wendigo there. So basically just a bunch of MetaZoo artwork and the Kickstarter sign and WPT and Faded Spade logos on there. Oh my gosh, the chips are already falling back out. See, that's the problem with this case. Is what happens is it comes apart, and then you have to like hold it together on your own. What people I think wanted to see was like a metal case, like you might find with the other chip sets. For example, people love these like industrial cases for their chipsets. Like, look at this like metal case. You open it up and you've got your chips inside. And this is where I'm going to put my MetaZoo chips. There's no reason why you can't just buy a chipset case like this and then fill it with MetaZoo. So that's probably what I'm going to do. I would have loved to have seen a MetaZoo case that was like metal, like real case like this, that can like get securely clipped down, but had that MetaZoo artwork. I would have really liked to have seen that, but I do understand that probably would have raised the price point even higher, and then even fewer people would have gotten them, and then people would have complained about the price. I mean, you can't make everybody happy. So anyway, beyond the case itself, so the case is essentially non-functional. It is ornamental. It looks nice. I like the design, but it's not like a functional travel case, right? That your chips are going to bump around. So on the inside, what you've got is you have all these little chips in 4 little trays. They have a lot of different denominations of monetary value, which is cool, and every single order also came with a bounty chip. So your bounty chip is going to be your cool like red ink. There's that boy, and then the other side just says bounty. So that's your first thing. And then as we move through the denominations, let's see. Starting off with Iowa Dragon, you've got a nice green Iowa Dragon chip. It's a heavy chip. It's smaller than the other chips that I have by just a little bit, right? But it is a clay chip. It's like a legit chip, and it has like a nice clink to it. So this is like what you'd expect normal chips to clink like. You guys hear that? Is the mic picking that up? Oh yeah. See that? That's nice, right? Okay, so here's your like there's your normal chip clink. And these are your MetaZoo chips clinking. Right? So here's your like pile of MetaZoo chips, MetaZoo poker chips. Look at that. See? It's legit. So you have like normal clay, heavy, feels good chips. They're just the size for whatever reason is just very slightly smaller than I don't know, than the other chips that I have anyway. Not much, but look at that. See that? It's just very, very, very slightly smaller. So anyway, so then your first chip, your $1 chip, is your Iowa MFN Dragon. Very nice little Kickstarter, $1 chip. Your next chip is going to be your Headless Horseman from the infamous second core set MetaZoo put out, Nightfall. There's number 2. Chip number 3. You're going to have this beautiful $5 chip. The $5 chip is Sinkhole Sam, one of Steve Aoki's favorite little beasties, so that is a cool one. It shows up on a lot of his like pants stuff, if you've noticed that. Aoki was doing like a live show, and he's got Sinkhole Sam on there, so that's kind of fun. Fun little piece of MetaZoo lore, MetaZoo social lore. The infamous and appropriately loved Loveland Frogman is the $10 denomination chip in the MetaZoo poker set. Moving up from Senior Frog, we're gonna have the Grim Reaper, another famous Nightfall beastie coming in here. Look at that. The king himself, man, myth, creature, beastie, legend for $20. Beyond that, the Cumberland Dragon, the king of wilderness. So we have quite a few hitters in this. You know, it's basically almost all the hits from the last year they put as the artwork in this, and that's the $25 denomination. Now we get into our first Mothman, or perhaps Moth Woman. In the promo cards, this artwork is portrayed as just another Mothman, but it's like a different Mothman, however you want to see that. We have a Dragon of Akanto Falls coming in as a $100 denomination. The Mothman was a $50 denomination. And then at the very top, a $250 coin denomination, we have our legendary Mothman holding a sword. Very, very awesome artwork. Big fan of this artwork. I think it looks super good. So you get 2 moths for coins, and they are very easy to distinguish from each other. One is a moth of hearts, and the other is a moth of spades. And it almost looks like a king and queen, in my opinion. But and the promo cards, it does still say Mothman. So what do I know? So there's your stack, and then you just get a bunch of them, you know. So you can like stack them up and trade. In my opinion, you really need a couple of these chip sets to get like a robust poker game going with multiple people. So I have ordered a couple more just so that someday I can have like a Cactus Cat buy-in poker night and everybody can like have their piles and piles of MetaZoo poker chips. I think that would be a lot of fun. Okay, so chips aside, let's talk about the playing cards themselves. So here's a normal, like a bicycle, basically playing card. These are just like standard playing cards that I just brought out for comparison so people can kind of see. Now these are, not all playing cards are gloss like this, but this is like a standard glossy playing card. So let's pull out the MetaZoo Cryptid Nation base set. One of the interesting things about every single deck of the WPT MetaZoo playing cards is there is one holographic or like foil card in the set, and it's random. But what that means is you get an entire deck of cards and one of them is holo. So a lot of people are pulling out the holos, right? And they're doing one of two things. They're either like selling the holo to get because the people are buying the holos for actually like quite a bit of money, depending on what the holo is. So this is your like your like chase card is the holo, and this one has to be a Hodag. Notice it's more of a subtle holo than MetaZoo. It's like a rainbow foil just across the whole card, not a big sparkle bomb like we're used to with MetaZoo. Anyway, the problem is I now have no Hodag King in this deck of cards, right? I'm now 1 card short. You could, however, assign the Joker as the missing card. Fine. You know, but, or you could assign this one. You have like a bonus card in here as the missing card if you want. But otherwise, you need to, I don't know, have multiple decks or trade with friends in order to assemble a full deck, basically. But I love the artwork. So Injured Cold is your Joker. As you guys said there, we have like Black Ink is an ace. We have Mothman, of course, the King. They're going to have all the hitters from Kryptonation are here, from Flat Rock Bolter, right? Beast of Busco, Hopkinsville Goblin. Oh my gosh, a rare Smiling Squonk. Oh, he's happy in WPT. It's because he's playing poker with friends. That's so beautiful. What a beautiful night we're having, friends. So, and then you go down to Chibi Mothman and you start over. So now you have Blue Ink, the Loveland Frog, basically different kings and queens of each set. Right, Bathe the Blue Ox, Bigfoot, Sam Sinclair. It's everybody. It's everybody in Kryptonation. There's your red ink. It's going to be the Ace of Diamonds. Obviously, Pizza Bird. Look at that. Snallygaster, Metal Man of Alabama. All with original artwork, which is very cool. And then green ink, Single Sam, Jersey Devil, etc. So really fun if you're a fan of MetaZoo. And if you like the beasties and the lore and the vibe of it, you are going to freaking love these cards, especially because they're not that unaffordable. You can get a pack of cards and a promo right now for like $15, I think, or less. You might be able to get all 3 with some associated promo cards for not a lot of money, for $25. And because people are about to receive a lot of these, the price is going to go down. So it should be really easy to be able to pick up MetaZoo decks of playing cards, and then you can play cards with your friends in MetaZoo. This is the Wilderness deck, so same idea. You're going to have all the big hitters from Wilderness. So you're going to have Green Man, Chibi Playground, look at that, Old Man Winter, Rose Robinson, Father Time, John Henry, Paleface Lightning. That was from one of the release event box champions. That was a cool one. I always liked that one, actually. That was pretty cool. And then our next king is, funny, Jackalope. Cool. Golden Bear, that's just ridiculous. Golden Hair Girl, that's pretty good artwork. So it's worth, honestly, in my opinion, if you like MetaZoo, it's worth like $10 for a deck just to enjoy the cards. I think it's fun. Play with your kids, you know, play War, play Bridge, play whatever it is you're into, and then do it MetaZoo style. How do they feel? They feel like cards. I've noticed that they're just like normal playing cards. That's how they feel. They don't feel cheap. They don't feel expensive. They just feel normal, right? Now they're not glossy. These cards have like a matte finish. Notice that this playing card on my left is glossy, and the MetaZoo playing card is a matte finish. That's just like a printing option. I don't think it really means anything. Looks like the Holo we got in the Wilderness one is this Lake Shillin monster. Anyway, that's cool. So then we have the Nightfall box, right? So the Nightfall box is the same darn idea. And our Holo, hey, we got an ace! Creepy Black-Eyed Children Holo. Huh, that's cool. But look, instead of Green Man, we have Old Scratch as the Joker, so that's appropriate. And then it looks like our Kings of Nightfall are going to be Headless Horseman, Headless Nun. I'm assuming we got a Mothman in there because Nightfall had a Mothman. Adam Hackler, look at that, Jack Frost. All the hits, bro. Oh my gosh, Momo. Momo made it to 10? How did Momo hit? Who's below Momo? Air Rods, Wunk, Dover Demon, Reptoid Ruler's at 2, and Momo's at 10? Whose saintly idea was that? That's blasphemy. Grim Reaper's a king. Anyway, so there you go. There you go, friends and fellows. Yeah, it's super cool. I'm gonna have these eventually in the store in argosanon.com at like normal, like a very affordable normal prices, you know. So I hope if you don't find them there, you can probably find them on eBay. You probably get these things pretty much anywhere, even if you missed the Kickstarter, just because people ordered like so many of them, you know. All the decks do come with a promo. They have the option for promo. So if you get like a Nightfall promo card, this is what they're talking about. Nightfall playing poker. And then there's a Wilderness playing poker and a Kryptonation playing poker as well. Speaking of promo, let's go to the promo sheet. So this is the uncut MetaZoo promo sheet. It comes with this product. And these are the cards that when they are cut up, they are packaged into this awesome 10-pack WPT playable trading card promo box full of like red inks and Mothmen and Wendigos and hitters. It's a ridiculous little promo box. Hard to go wrong on that promo box. Look at this. So this is a beautiful Holo print sheet. Oh man, big fan of this. So they charged $45 for these, and we had no idea what it was going to look like back when we all paid for it in the Kickstarter. But you have all the hitters here. So you have your Mothman, you got your Wendigo to Arms, you have your Chibi Bigfoots and your Cumberland Dragons. There's an Okanto Falls, look at Jack Frost, Iowa Dragon, Babe the Big Bad Beautiful Blue Ox, and there's our boy, the Mothy McMahon. So it's really cool to see this part of the manufacturing process, you know? Like the pre-cut sheet, what a cool thing. Man, I would slay a dragon for a Hero Quest print sheet. I'm just gonna put it out there. It's for the people. It's not even for me. I'll put it behind me and I'll claim it's for everyone. No, it's obviously for me. If I can get a... Do those even exist? Just put in the blink, MetaZoo, blink twice if Hero Quest print sheets exist. And that's all I've got for now. Thank you, MetaFan, for stopping by. I always do appreciate this opportunity to entertain you fine people of MetaZoo. Stay tuned this evening. We're going to do a live stream testing some new software, opening a bunch of different MetaZoo packs, just kind of having fun, enjoying our time. I don't have more Hero Quest yet because it hasn't come in, but we're going to open Nightfall, Cryptonation, just pretty much everything. So if you're around this evening, awesome. Check out the live stream. If not, we'll catch you next time. This is Argos, signing out.